Hello everyone, today we're talking about Rise of Insanity, which is a game that I wouldn't say that I love and I wouldn't say that I hate. It has quite a focus on mental illness and I feel that it was done tastefully, but I've seen that many believe that it wasn't. Both the doctor and the patient have some form of mental illness that is explained as you go on, and I don't feel like it is used to vilify or excuse anything, but others may feel differently. I actually picked this game up at random on the Xbox store for about $10, and I was inspired to do so by High Functioning Medium and his Don't Knock Twice video, which is worth checking out. You play as Dr. Stephen Dowell during his descent into madness. There's a big focus on a patient that you were treating, and the big question for me was, are you the doctor or are you the patient throughout the course of the game? Because it never really clarifies until the end. The game itself is largely a walking sim game with plenty of psychological horror elements, and I feel the scares aren't great, but the atmosphere and story was engaging enough for me to be interested in finishing the game at least. And I would like to add though that my game did crash and freeze on multiple occasions on like the second and third level as you answered a phone, which you do at the end of every level, which gives you these little tidbits of narrative hints, and I actually really like that. I think the game having no threat, even though it feels at times as if you're being watched or messed with, is kind of a big letdown, because after a certain point you know you're never really gonna die other than these moments where you go into this weird looking darkness locations that you have to light up where you just kind of like instantly die, and which is unexplained and no info is really given on that. And with all that being said, the ending twist and the ending portion of the game is pretty cool, and I actually really like the final music used in the final scene of the game. And if you're wondering if you should play the game, honestly you should if you can get it on a sale for less than the asking price of $10, because I don't feel that that is a justifiable price to pay for what little is offered in this roughly 2-hour-long game. And the purpose of this video is not to convince you to play the game, but to let you be aware of how flawed yet pretty decent this game is. So I'll leave you with this. Were you the doctor or were you the patient? And are those two different sides of the same coin? Have a good day.
He won't let me out. I won't get out. He doesn't feel